You're in a group conversation and you have something to say, but your mouth feels glued shut. The words are right there in your mind, but they won't come out. Or maybe you do speak, but your voice comes out so small that even you can barely hear it. You watch everyone else laughing and talking, and you're right there with them, but it feels like there's a thick glass wall between you and them. You can see the conversation happening, but you can't quite enter it. And afterward, you're completely exhausted, like you just ran a marathon, even though you were just standing there. If this sounds familiar, I need you to know something important. Here's what this really is. Social anxiety isn't about being shy. It's not about lacking confidence. And freezing in social situations isn't a character flaw. Here's the truth. Social anxiety happens because somewhere in your childhood, you were trained that expressing emotions is dangerous. And freezing, that's not you failing. That's your nervous system trying to protect you. Let me show you what I mean. Quick self-check. Do any of these sound like you? Before telling a story, you worry whether you'll sound too excited. When you want to laugh, you hold it back. Before speaking, your brain runs through a dozen checks. When you feel happy or nervous, you immediately push the feeling down. After every social interaction, you feel like you just ran a marathon. If 3 or more of these apply to you, you've experienced what I call emotional lockdown. And it probably started a long time ago. Where emotional lockdown begins. Picture this. You're a kid and you get really excited about something. You're talking fast, your voice is loud, your eyes are bright, and then an adult says, "Stop being so loud. You're embarrassing me. Why can't you just be calm?" Or you're scared about something. You need comfort. But instead you hear, "There's nothing to be afraid of. Stop being such a baby." Or you're crying and someone says, "Why are you crying over something so small? Toughen up." What did your brain learn in those moments? It learned that showing joy makes you too much, that showing fear makes you weak, that showing sadness makes you a burden. So you developed a survival strategy. Lock it all down. Don't show too much excitement. Don't show too much fear. Don't show too much of anything. Keep it controlled. Keep it small. Keep it safe. And it worked. It kept you safe as a child. But now you're an adult, and that same protection system is still running. When you walk into a social situation, your brain isn't thinking, "How do I connect with these people?" It's thinking, "How do I make sure nobody criticizes me again?" Why your body freezes. Here's what's actually happening when you freeze. Your nervous system is scanning for danger and it's finding it everywhere. Every conversation is a potential threat. Every expression on your face could be wrong. Every word could be too much. So your brain does what it thinks is safest. It minimizes everything. Don't laugh too loud. Don't show too much enthusiasm. Don't let them see you're nervous. Just freeze. Just disappear a little bit. That's safer. That's why socializing feels so exhausting and unreal. You're not actually being yourself. You're performing a carefully controlled version of yourself while simultaneously monitoring every single micro-expression, every word choice, every gesture. You're essentially running 2 programs at once. Appear normal and don't mess up. No wonder you're tired. The way out? Giving yourself permission. Everything changes when you learn to give yourself permission to feel emotions again. Not just at home alone, but right there in the middle of social situations. Here are the permission statements that can rewire your nervous system. I don't need to be perfect. Being nervous is normal. I'm allowed to feel excited. I can be quiet if I want to. They don't need to see a perfect version of me. If I need to leave, I can leave. I'm allowed to not know what to say. My voice can shake, and that's okay. That last one about leaving is crucial. A huge part of freezing happens because your body feels trapped. But when you know you can leave anytime, everything shifts. Before you go into any social situation, tell yourself, if I feel overwhelmed, I can go to the bathroom for 5 minutes. I can leave early if I need to. I don't have to stay until everyone else leaves. Just having that exit option makes your nervous system relax. And when your nervous system relaxes, freezing becomes way less likely. The 5% rule. You don't need to suddenly become the most expressive person in the room. Just allow yourself 5% more realness. Someone tells a joke, let yourself smile 5% wider. You don't understand something? Say, wait, I didn't catch that. You're excited about something? Let your eyes light up just a little bit more than you normally would. Here's what happens. People actually respond better to your realness. That slightly nervous laugh when you admit, I'm a bit nervous actually, that makes you more relatable, not less. That genuine excitement in your voice, that's what makes conversations interesting instead of just transactional. The perfectly controlled performance you're trying to give, nobody wants that. They want the real human being underneath. Practice in a safe space. Find one person in your life who feels safe. Your partner, a close friend, maybe a sibling, or even a therapist. With that person, start practicing emotional honesty. Here's a simple 1-minute practice you can do right now. Next time you're talking with this safe person, intentionally do these things. Let your smile fully appear instead of holding it back. If you don't understand something, just say, huh? Instead of pretending you got it. When an emotion shows up, pause for 1 second and let it be visible. Don't make your voice smaller than it naturally is. That's it. Just these tiny adjustments. You'll be amazed at what shifts. When you have even one relationship where emotions can flow freely, it starts changing how your brain approaches every social interaction. Your nervous system learns, oh, expressing emotions doesn't always lead to danger. Sometimes it leads to connection. After social interactions, new questions to ask. After you socialize, your brain probably wants to run its usual program, analyzing everything you said, cringing at perceived mistake, replaying awkward moments. Stop. Ask different questions instead. Was there a moment where I let myself be a bit more real? When did I freeze, and what was I afraid would happen? Was there a moment where I felt even slightly relaxed? When did I hold myself back, and why? What did I actually do well? You're retraining your brain to look for what went right, not just what went wrong. You're teaching it that realness is safe. The truth about your freeze response. Your freeze response isn't a weakness. It's evidence that you survived something. It's proof that at some point, locking down your emotions was the smartest thing you could do. But you're not in that situation anymore. You're not a child who depends on critical adults for survival. You're an adult who gets to choose who you spend time with. The freeze was protection. Now permission is freedom. Here's what I want you to remember. You're not practicing social skills, you're practicing permission. Permission to be excited, permission to be scared, permission to be confused, permission to be quiet, permission to leave early, permission to blush, permission to have your voice shake, permission to laugh too loud, permission to not have anything to say, permission to take up space. When you allow yourself to show up with real emotions, the freeze response begins to melt. Because your brain finally understands. It's safe now. You're safe now. You don't have to hide anymore. Your realness won't scare away the right people. Your realness is actually what creates real connection. And that freeze you've been experiencing, it's not your social endpoint. It's actually the starting point of your freedom. You've been protecting yourself for so long. You did an amazing job surviving. But now you get to learn how to live.